All right, guys, welcome again to another episode of Expats, and we have new people on the panel today. Guys, how are you doing? We have Sagar and Aarnav joining us from India.
Yes, right.
Sagar, how are you feeling during the podcast today?
I'm feeling wonderful, man. I'm not a superstitious person, but today while I was watching RCB's match, I was on call with my mother during the beginning of second innings, and that's when the wickets started to fall. So the rest of the second innings, I just watched it on mute. But that mute was required to put this smile on my face. So I'm doing wonderful, man.
So, I just want to ask a quick question like, which is your favorite team in IPL?
RCB all the
RC.
way from Bangalore.
Oh, we have another RCBN. We have Shoaib as well. Look at his background. And Arnav, welcome to the podcast. Which is your favorite team, and
Yes,
how you're
yes.
feeling being on the podcast?
So, like GT is my favorite team, of
Yeah.
course, and I'm not feeling good because
Why?
we lost. And RCB is also close to my heart, so I'm feeling good because of that.
Ah, nice. So, guys, as you know, the format we are joining from different parts of the world. I'm here joining from Berlin. My name is Keyur. I'm your host, and this is Cricketic channel, and we have a great start to this IPL, and we have a lot of games that were very close. Sadly, this game CSK and RCB was not that close, but we had a great game, man. Look at Dhoni and his stumpings. Like every match, he's doing crazy stumpings, and you feel like, who is this guy? I mean, he's 43 and still a great keeper, and no one is even near to his like. Just let me add one another CSK guy so that we can start this. Varun, we were just talking about Thala and his stumping and the way he keeps. Why is there no other keeper like MSD right now in this era? Why are keepers so slow? What is going on? Who is the successor of Dhoni? Like, is he the
So
best
you're
keeper
like
all
asking me
over?
one and you are doing Raidu?
I mean, it's fine. CSK will come
वैसे
back,
if
but
He's going in
you know,
chronological order.
Raidu was also a keeper when he started his career, if you're aware.
So his career's credit goes to MS Dhoni.
Yes.
Yes. No, but
yeah, but
to
like,
answer Keyur's question,
hmm,
I think I shared the same fact in the group chat as well that and in India there's a technique of wicket keeping. I'm not sure about abroad, but in 99% of the schools they teach the same way. That when the ball comes, you need to take your hands a little bit back to absorb the pressure,
hmm.
and then you move them ahead. But since Dhoni has always been an orthodox kind of guy since starting, and he has had his own techniques because he started as a football goalkeeper and then he switched to cricket. So his technique is, I think, based out of that, and due to that reason, that is maybe not that hard to copy. But I'll say the coaches or teachers at whatever levels are not trying to implement that. So maybe yeah, that is the reason we are not seeing those kind of club, even in the new keepers, whether be it India or abroad. Yeah.
Yeah. And Gaurav, what you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying you are going in a chronological order. So stumping happened first. Yeah, so we'll discuss that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with Varun. So it's more of a unorthodox even in batting. So he is more of a punch guy rather than driving on the even if while doing a cover drive. He's more of a back foot punch guy. He doesn't drive on the front foot or free flowing drive. So he has on his techniques again in wicket keeping and batting, and he has been successful with it. So I don't think he changes that, or even his childhood or his coaches try to change his technique while he was growing up.
Yeah, because मुझे ऐसा लगता है ना कि like even though RCB जीता है ये match, but Dhoni's keeping is like another level. The thing is, see, I'm not that guy who runs off on the ground and hugs the like players or something. But अगर मैं होता तो मैं ये CSK की गेम में जाता ज़रूर धोनी के gloves चूमने के लिए. But
So it's more of a now
yeah,
it is turned to more of a hand-eye coordination,
yeah.
nothing else.
But
When you talk about Sehwag, it's more of hand-eye coordination. He doesn't move his feet. He'll automatically his bat or hands will move in the direction of ball,
hmm,
irrespective of where the ball is, it's outside the hot stump or leg stump. Same with Dhoni,
But
right?
but the thing is
Or
that
yeah.
hand-eye coordination that goes away with age, right? I think you will also agree on that, Gaurav, because
Yeah,
we saw that with Sehwag. He was a ve- till 2011 World Cup also he was very good, right? And then
right.
suddenly in couple of years his game just went away. But still seeing a 43-year-old having the same hand-eye coordination,
Yeah,
that's a
it's commendable.
that's
Yeah,
a
it's
big deal.
commendable.
It's
Yes,
a big
yes,
deal.
हाँ बिकॉज
yes.
मैंने ये भी सुना कि लाइक कमेंट्री में बोल रहे थे, हिंदी कमेंट्री में बोल रहे थे, विल कम बैक टू दैट पॉइंट एज वेल। हिंदी कमेंट्री में बोल रहे थे कि लाइक धोनी से कभी आपने हाथ मिला होगा तो उसके हाथ बहुत सॉफ्ट है, तो लाइक पता नहीं ये क्या फैक्टर है। एंड दे वर लाइक ही वेयर्स अ ग्लव्स एंड ही टेक्स द बॉल वेरी सॉफ्टली एंड लाइक लाइक हवा लाइक क्या फेदर के जैसे हैंड्स है, एंड ही जस्ट स्टम्प्स इट। And we all thought it was not out, but Salt somehow he was his like leg was in the air. So yeah, I don't know what it is. And now coming back to RCB's game, like Rajat Patidar made 50. I think the greatest fan over here, Rajat Patidar, is Shoaib. So Shoaib, you can say something about his innings.
First, I want to. Yeah, I think. See, um, the this required a kind of bold initiative to beat Chennai in Chepauk, and it was a very solid start for Rajat as a captain because beating KKR in Kolkata was already a great thing. Even if he wouldn't have won this, he would have been considered like a good start for his career. And I wasn't expecting. I think if you look at the history, nobody would expect that uh, RCB will win and will win by 50 runs. Like this is the by runs. Like they lost the final, which was quite one-sided in 2011 by 58. So it is more or less like that kind of win, although it's in a league match. And that's why, like I think the main one of the key reason was the way Rajat played because he was getting chances like but it was at no point he was like okay, I got two dropped catches so now I will play slow. He was backing his guys that even if I can't take this forward, I have people, and that kind of team thing, that kind of backing the guys and having that kind of depth is what we always saw like in RCB. At 5, 6, 7 you used to see like very youngsters like Anuj Rawat and Domror and these people came, and we can see the difference this time. Like if you have Team David there, if you have Livingston there, at least one of them, Jitesh there, at least one of them can kick, and we saw that like those last 3, 4 sixes actually took the game away. Otherwise, if it would want to have been this big total 170, I think CSK can easily chase this with the kind of betting they have in Rachin and Jadeja and Dhoni, and Ruturaj won't have played that shot more or less. So yeah, I think that way Rajat's inning and also his captaincy calls was one of the big reason why RCB was able to win this.
And
Yes.
he is a surprise package, to be honest. At least me, I haven't expected this performance from Rajat Patidar. Apart from the batting, he is a good batter, but you don't expect, to captain him well because I don't think he has captained. He has much of experience in that area, even while playing for MP in Syed Mushtaq or in Ranji Trophy. He hasn't captained MP in those tournaments. So it's a good package. It was a big gamble from RCP management to give him captaincy ahead of no the other guys, and so yeah, he's doing well. But yeah, apart from that, his bowling and the depth in the lower middle order batsmen, they are helping him RCB in big way. So this time around, they have covered those two lacking part where the bowling was lacking or the lower middle order batsmen, as Shoaib said. So they have those covered those bases. So it will be interesting to see how RCB fares out during the league coming forward.
All right. So as we can see, like RCB is in top of the table, winning two matches out of two. So yeah, certainly good start for them. But apart from that, let's go to the new panelists. Sagar, which was your favorite game so far, and how do you rate the IPL games till now?
The favorite game so far had to be the Lucknow versus Delhi. Bro, what a match!
Yeah. Well.
A match where Ashutosh took it away. I'm not even kidding. I tuned in for the last few overs, right? And Ashutosh and that debutant, who's that guy?
Vipraj Begum.
Vipra.
Wipro.
What a player, dude. Imagine coming in under high pressure in a high pressure match on your debut and, just delivering, scoring 39 of 15. Bro, that was impressive, mad impressive. And Ashutosh being the star he is, I think he has exactly picked it up where he left last year. And man, I can't wait to watch more of him. What a player.
Yeah, I also said in the review of DC, guys, you can check our videos of review on the channel. That Vipraj Nigam is a good player, but I don't see him getting more games. But he did get the first game, and Ashutosh has to finish a lot of games for DC, and it came to him. Even Kevin Peterson said the same. Yeah. So apart from that, let's say Arnav. Apart from that game, which was your favorite game so far in IPL?
My favorite game so far in the IPL was SRH versus LSG
Uh,
because everybody was counting them out. So yesterday's game, everybody counted LSG out. Everybody even the channels were like that. This would be the game where the 300 would be scored.
hmm.
And then what a fairy tale story for Shardul Thakur. He's had those two wickets in that second, third over
Yeah.
of Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head. And then just Prince Yadav. Prince Yadav bowled so well. He bowled he only gave 29 runs in his 4 over spells. Took a wicket of Travis Head that bowled, and also that run out of Henrik Klassen. Like people would say that that was luck, but like it was probably luck, but it was just like the daring to just keep your hand over there and then just the run out. Also, I feel that SRH put them inside put themselves in a very tricky place because they were not setting the target.
Hmm.
They were chasing that 300.
Yeah.
So no batsman stuck around. Nitish Kumar Reddy tried, but then he got out as well. So yeah, so and also of course Nicholas Puran just
Yeah.
did Nicholas Puran things. So yeah, my that was my favorite game because nobody expected LSG to win.
Yeah,
So yeah.
because we don't expect, like, even if SRH is having a bad day and still they are scoring 191, so it's like we are expecting insane things from them, because even doing 190 is like great score actually, but maybe not on that pitch. But yes, coming back to Shardul Thakur, Varun, do you have something to say? Because he's former CSK guy, and CSK didn't retain, get him back or anything. But again, what about Shardul Thakur being unsold, and the story of the IPL so far, being purple cap as well, I think, if not Noor. Yeah.
I don't think we have seen this the first time. I don't see the guys who sit at the table are very good at auctions. I'll say that because we have seen that with Christopher Henry Gale. He went unsold in 2011 auction,
Hmm.
and we know what's the history when he joined RCB as a backup option. So I don't think this is the first time. And even right now, I'm waiting to see someone bring in Umesh Yadav, and he'll have a good crack in the power play with whoever is the batsman. Because you see, quality bowlers, senior bowlers, international bowlers, they know how to perform. Even right now, even with Gujarat Titans, I can write it on the paper that Ishan Sharma will perform better than Siraj and Krishna.
Yes.
Right? If he plays, he'll perform better than both of them. And but the same cannot be said about guys like Rahul Tripathi and Deepak Huda. Like Chennai have preferred to lose young players like Samir Rizvi,
Hmm.
but bringing in the old guns who are maybe past their primes, and we are seeing that, right? We are seeing young Indian guys across the teams batting freely. Be it Shubham Dubey, we saw Shubham Dubey at Rajasthan, we saw Arya at Punjab, we saw Aniket Verma yesterday.
Yeah.
He was hitting sixes for fun, man.
Yeah, he's a beast.
That is pretty incredible. He hit around five, six sixes.
Hmm.
And what the guys at Delhi, they were a different breed, but let's see because I also had not heard, and Kevin Peterson mentioned in his chat that about that guy Vignesh that he's a big hitter, and then wow, he just changed the game.
Yeah, so
So, we-
what changes will you
but
do
yeah,
to CSK middle order, like, because they are having problems
right
with the
now,
current
right
squad?
now, yeah, based on the two matches, I'll move out Sam Curran. I don't see he's basically a shadow of what he was, the big player he was.
Hmm.
I'll bring in Devon Conway. I said at the time of auction, CSK is one foreign batsman short
Hmm.
because they had filled only seven slots.
Yeah.
So maybe they try to bring in Jamie Overton. If but I don't see
They
he'll
don't
be
have
very
batsmen.
successful as a batsman. I
Yeah.
don't see he'll be very successful as batsman on Indian pitches. He's not that good a batsman. So yeah, Devon Conway is my last hope. And because they have bowling Indian bowling options, they have Anshul Kamboj, they have Mukesh Chaudhary, they have one other guy as well. I think if they want to bring another spinner,
Gujapneet
they
Singh.
can bring Shreyas Gopal. So yeah, they have the bowling options, but yeah, I think they need to bring in Conway to bolster the batting order because how they are batting right now, and I don't know what Dhoni is trying to achieve batting at nine. That is laughable. That is simply laughable.
And we also had like a reel on the possible strongest 11 of CSK, and there are both Rachin and Conway were playing. So without them, I don't see like this is to be a very strong batting lineup. If they may work like, see, things may work multiple times for you, like Uthappa in past his prime, but worked for one season, few matches in 21. Then Rahane did it. But if you are expecting this to happen again and again, I think. I personally don't feel, and that time it was just one player. Rest 10, 11 were doing really well. Now you are having two to three, Huda, Vijay Shankar, and Tripathi. So that can't happen. Like one of
But
them can
yeah,
show that
to,
performance.
that's the point I mentioned, Shoaib. Like when we talk about Uthappa and Rahane, they were big international players, right? They had performed in the international circuit. We can't say the same about Huda, Shankar, or Tripathi. They were good IPL players. Yes, Huda got a couple of games for India. He has scored a century, but he is not the level of Rahane or Uthappa you can expect who can perform at the age of 35, 36. So I don't see that getting repeated. Not at all. So we need to bring in Conway. And that's the only option. And if Dhoni is going to bat 8 or 9, then definitely. Maybe if he was batting at 5 or 6, yeah, then I would be saying, okay, then let's bring Dubey 4, Dhoni 5. And then maybe Karan and Jadeja can follow 6 and 7. But if Dhoni is batting 8 or 9, then you need to bolster up batting. That's simple as that.
All
Because the
right.
fact is, Dhoni will remain at that position. He won't come up, and they were banking on Karan to bat high up the order and take few wickets in the middle order. So that was the role from the current side. If he can score quick fire 30 runs and take at least 2 wickets with the ball, with the slower deliveries and the slower ones in the middle order, but he's out of form. And interestingly, as you guys said, the CSK is out of batsmen in the middle order, and once those top orders, the experienced guys, they are exposed to the inexperienced Indian batters, and they are not clicking right now. Yeah, so they are in big trouble if we get through the top orders for now.
Yeah.
But I think Karan bowled well today. I think it was just the last 3 balls
One
which
over.
Tim David took
Yeah,
the
yeah.
over from him because he had bowled pretty well. And when he came to bowl at that moment only, I thought Rutraj had missed a trick. He should not have kept Karan as the last over. He,
So
he probably should have kept Pachirana and Khalil for the last four. Yeah.
just for current point, like I think when he was there in CSK earlier, the matches were in UAE and Mumbai mostly. When he used to score those big sixes and all. So I don't see he is a kind of batter like who can perform in Chepauk. He's not a technical guy like Rachin now or Hussey and Hayden used to be there in the past. And there were many like even for saying like Raido was somebody who used to hit hard on Chepauk. So I don't see that kind of impact Karan can make. So I think they also missed that trick when they chose him for Chepauk.
Yeah, and mostly Karan, I was seeing that he was bowling spin in fast bowling. So, yeah, maybe
Yeah, he was bowling those 80-kilometer cutters. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he
maybe
has lost pace and form after he got injured. So yeah, he's struggling a bit from last couple of years. Even he's not able to get into England team, T20 team. So yeah, that's a big concern from his side. Yeah.
maybe Dhoni can be up to like Sam Curran on the wickets and then just do stumpings. Like that would be the only thing Dhoni has not done so far, like stumping in like medium pacers. So, anyways,
Yeah.
going to the next point, we have seen all the teams playing one match each or two. So far, this question is open to everyone. Like so far, which team do you feel is the most balanced one? Two or three teams can be anyone.
I think I'll also take your the first question you asked about what's the best game of the tournament. I'll say I think the first game of the tournament between KKR and RCB was also pretty good game, given how we were expecting it to play. And RCB gave a good, dominant stomp in that game because nobody was expecting RCB to play that way. And uh, mixing it with the current question, that they look a very balanced side, with how Shoaib mentioned that now they have got Livingston or Jitesh or Team David coming at 6, 7 instead of Rawat and Lomro. With Kunal Pandya at 8, they have got a very big very long batting lineup, and also Bhuvneshwar and Hazelwood also can tong if needed 9 and 10, right? And then they have all called the bowling cover. They have got three good bowlers, three good fast bowlers, and Soya Sharma is a very good bowler. I think he's a very good googly, and it stands nicely when going to the left-hander. It's very hard to for left-hander to hit him, and that we saw that today. Even someone like Shivam Dubey was not able to get him away. So yeah, RCB I think is that one team to watch out this season. How they are getting so balanced. Also, I'll say SRH yesterday, even though they lost, I'll say it was a big blip. It was a kind of blip because we saw a couple of unlucky dismissals. Ishan Kishan first ball leg side, that's always a fluke. You just get out that way. And Nick Klassen was a total fluke. No other day it's a run out. That was a total bloody fluke that
Yeah.
he just put his hand and he got run out that way. So yeah, maybe if those two had not got out, they could have probably got that 230, 240 score, and that it could be a different match for this season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the two entertaining teams which we see, which say this season, SRH obviously for the runs reason, and yeah, RCB for the balance. So I think yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have seen just one game of MI, but the way they actually were in the game for 19 and a half overs, uh, with almost half of their bowling attack with no Bumrah and no Pandya. Um, and we won't see like all Tilak, Sky, Rickleton, Jax, Rohit, all of them collapsing every now and then. So I still feel like MI is the strongest team in this game, and they got Vignesh Puthur. Wasn't Hello, yeah.
Yeah.
Am
We
I
can hear you.
audible?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vignesh Puthur means I was thinking like they may be lacking a good spinner, but they got this scout. Then they have Namandhir also. Like so, I think if you look at the balance, MI is still I think the strongest once Pandya comes back, and if Bumrah comes back, then they are almost invincible. But yeah, I think I didn't expect this much from RCB, although we have to see like how they are going to perform in the home games, where Suyash and all this will be going to taken to the cleaners. If they can perform really well there, because I think that's where they have to win at least 5 games. So if they can do it, I think they can put up a good challenge even in the playoffs. If don't, then let's see a few more games for them. But I think MI is strongest. SRH, I think, is lacking in their bowling. Like you got one at 190, you should have been like. And our LSG, to be honest, like actually has two batsmen, Nicholas Puran and Michel Marsh. Uh, Nobody else is actually that threatening that you had to score 250 for them. But you can't even.
David Miller, you can't count out
David
David
Miller.
Miller.
Yeah.
I'll say
David Miller.
yeah.
Come on.
David Miller is there, but you don't have to put 250 for David Miller. 200, 220 is fine, but with Marsh and Puran, the way they are in the form, even 250 looks threatening. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So if with these two player and let's say Miller also, you can't even make a 190 look respectable total, then I think your bowling is terrible. So that's the only reason I used to have hype hopes. I still feel like they can come back with the kind of Captain Cummins is, but I think like they are now down the pecking order because of the bowling.
Yeah, and I also made a gamble on Vignesh Puthur when I took him in the mock auctions, because I saw how MI reacted on getting Puthur, and I was like, okay, who's this guy? Then I researched that, okay, he was also in MI, I think
Cape Town.
Cape Town, MI Cape Town. He
ML
was a
Cape Town.
net bowler for them, and I saw that they are investing a lot on him. He's a Chinaman as well, so I said let's take a gamble on him, and he gave me points. I never expect him to play a game, so yeah, congrats to him as well. He's been one of the stories. So yeah, apart from that, Gaurav, which team do you think is the most balanced?
Yeah, I think I'll go with MI. I agree, right? The two key players are missing from the first game, but once they get into the puzzle or the squad, they'll be team to beat if they get going.
Hmm.
All of them get going. The two exciting team from the initial phases is again SRH. I agree they lack the zip in the bowling lineup, but yeah, they are good with the batting. They bat first. They'll bat. They'll score runs. I'm again banking on Punjab. I don't know. I'll be put apart or put side for naming Punjab, but I'm very excited to see Punjab
Yeah.
with all rounders and very explosive batsmen all round from, and I think 1 to 6 or 7. They can go bonkers on their day if they click. So yeah, I am excited to see Punjab in this this version of IPL. So those are my teams that I'm looking forward.
And what
I
about you,
would
Sagar?
like I would like to add on to the Punjab, mostly because of Shreyas Iyer's captaincy. He has been amazing in the previous seasons, as we saw.
Hmm.
But even the one match that Punjab played, I think he was very confident while he was on crease. Of course,
Yeah.
he did well even in the Champions Trophy, so I know he's carrying a lot of confidence from there. But everything aside, even as a captain, the way he handled the entire match, uh, like this is giving me 2014 George Bailey vibes, you know. So
I get it.
I
2014. That's
like
nice.
Gaurav rightfully mentioned, Punjab has gotten me very excited now, mostly
Yeah.
because of Shreyas Iyer and also their approach. I can't wait to see more of their matches
Yes.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes, and Arnav, what about you?
So, one team that I guess all of us have missed is Delhi Capitals
Yeah.
because how they fought back in both the innings. Lucknow was winning in the first innings also, like they were ahead in the first innings also, and then how the spinners pulled back. Like I guess Kuldeep had a 5.5 economy in that first innings,
Hmm.
and the way Mitch Marsh and Nicholas Pooran were batting, having that 5.5 economy, even Akshar had somewhere around 6 economy. And then, of course, what Ashutosh and Vikraj did, and adding like Jake Fraser McGurk will come to form one day.
Hmm.
Faf du Plessis is a very reliable batsman. Having KL Rahul in the mix, having other players also. So I feel that Mitchell Stark, how he bowled, how he took those three, even though he was expensive, how he took those 3 wickets.
Yeah.
So they are somebody who I feel they are a team that will be around the top four or top four or top five. I don't see them finishing top two because there are better teams in this competition,
Hmm.
but they can surprise us.
Yeah, because DC still has to add Natarajan and KL to the squad, so they'll be great once they join in. So yeah, so these were the teams that were doing good so far, and also now coming back to the main controversy of the cricketing universe right now, at least the IPL universe. लाइक हिंदी कमेंट्री जो चल रही है इसके ऊपर लोग सब बोल रहे हैं कि इट्स नॉट अप टू द मार्क, इट्स नॉट अप टू द स्टैंडर्ड्स, द क्वालिटी हैज डिक्लाइन, दिस दैट. So what do you guys think? Because I love Hindi commentary because we stay out of India and we just want to hear Hindi. So for us it's a different experience, but I want to know the people staying in India how it feels like. What are your views on this? I know.
We
Yeah.
I will stay. Uh, I will hold the ground that people have been saying already. See, I mentioned earlier today that I watched the entire match on mute, and I would like to tell you more that I would rather watch it on mute than plug into Hindi. Okay, because that it's somehow mute is more entertaining, right? See, commentary is all about saying the right things,
Yeah.
but in Hindi commentary, they do the exact opposite. You don't forget about saying the right things. They say exactly the things that they're not supposed to say, right? Give us something related to the match. Even if I'm away, even if I close my eyes for a second, I should be able to know what is going on. ब्रो कहानियां सुना रहे हो यार, तो मैं क्या करूं? It just doesn't go well with my style, which is why I always prefer English. I always watch English commentary. But again, it's all, I think it's a personal preference at the end of the day. The reason why those people are on air is because I'm pretty sure they cater to certain Berlin audience like
Yeah.
Keyur, है ना? So uh, they all have their own fan bases, and some people like the style, some people don't. I don't see it as a controversy, लेकिन हाँ, people are right to say कि यार थोड़ा तो मतलब थोड़ा तो better करो. So
क्योंकि
I
आज मैंने सुना कमेंट्री में कि बोला कि जैसे यश दयाल ने विकेट ली ना, तो कमेंटेटर लाइक यश, लाइक सॉरी, दयाल को यश मिल गया। अरे व्हाट्स गोइंग
सो हिंदी कमेंट्री आई थिंक इतना ज़्यादा प्रेवलेंट नहीं था, बट 2014-15 व्हेन इट बिकेम मेन स्ट्रीम कि इंग्लिश के साथ हिंदी कमेंट्री भी करेंगे, इट वाज फाइन बिकॉज दे वर टॉकिंग टेक्निकल टर्म्स, दे वर टॉकिंग कि इसमें गेम में क्या हो रहा है, कि कहाँ क्या रख सकते हैं, उनके सजेशन फ्रॉम देयर पुराने प्लेयर्स जो खेल चुके हैं वो अपना बता रहे थे। बट जैसे जैसे ईयर बढ़ता गया, होते गए ना, कि वो क्या कर रहे हैं अभी, दे आर सेटिंग देमसेल्व्स अपार्ट फ्रॉम इंग्लिश कमेंट्री। तो उनका खुद का स्टाइल बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, विच ब्रिंग्स राइमिंग्स, जो भी तुकबंदी बातें वैसी बना रहे हैं, वो अपने आप को अलग कोशिश कर रहे हैं, विच विच चला कुछ दिन, अच्छा लगा लोगों को, बट अब वो क्रिंज की तरफ बढ़ गए हैं, क्योंकि अब वो गेम के बारे में बातें नहीं कर रहे हैं। दो एक्स प्लेयर, हरभजन सिंह, रायडू, रैना, आपको गेम की बात करनी है, वो आपके किस्से की बातें कर रहे हैं, ड्रेसिंग रूम के किस्से, हम क्या खाते थे, वो क्या पहनते थे, क्या खेलते थे, हमें वो जानना है, फैंस को जानना रहता है कि एक्स प्लेयर कैसे, उनका रहन सहन कैसा था, कैसा, दैट्स गुड, हम
एमएसडी के
चाहते हैं।
हाथ बहुत
बट
सॉफ्ट है, ये सब बोलते हैं।
हाँ, बट बट हम वो बाहर बहुत सारे मीडियम्स हैं उनके पास, पॉडकास्ट है, यूट्यूब चैनल्स हैं जिनके थ्रू वो बता सकते हैं। आप गेम कमेंट्री बॉक्स में बैठे हो तो आपको 90% गेम के बारे में बात करना है, आप उस सिचुएशन में क्या करते हैं वो बता सकते थे, आप टेक्निकल नॉलेज की बात कर सकते हैं, उसमें 10% आप अपने किस्से बता सकते थे या न्यूएंसेस बता सकते हो, बट नहीं, अभी आप 90% किस्से बता रहे हो, राइमिंग्स की कर रहे हो, और वो जो मेन चीज है क्रिकेट, वो क्या हो रहा है ऑन फील्ड, ये ग्राउंड पे, वो बैक सीट ले लेती है, जो भी हो रहा है जिसके कारण फैंस को नहीं पसंद आ रहा है टोटली। और सही बोला है जैसे सागर ने, फैंस म्यूट करना पसंद ज्यादा करते हैं रादर देन लिसनिंग हिंदी कमेंट्री, और क्योंकि और मुझे एज ए पर्सनल, जब आप दूसरी लैंग्वेजेस में भी जा रहे हैं तो वैसे ही चालू हुआ है कि आप, अभी तो मजा आ रहा है, जैसे वो क्रिंज बातें कर रहे हैं भोजपुरी में, उनको मजा आ रहा है, जो टोन ले रहे हैं, अभी तो मजा आ रहा है, बट वही चीज अगर आप कंटिन्यू करोगे ना 1 से 2 साल, तो वो भी क्रिंज लगने लगेगी, क्योंकि वो इवॉल्व नहीं हो रहे हैं, वो
यस।
सेम चीजें करे जा रहे हैं, करे जा रहे हैं, वो अपनी लैंग्वेज को वो करे जा रहे हैं, बट आप क्रिकेट के बारे में नहीं बात कर रहे हो, बल्कि आप क्रिकेट कमेंट्री कर रहे हो, तो यू मिसिंग द पॉइंट देयर।
या बट ऑल्सो एक साइड ये भी है ना कि अगर जो मतलब जो कमेंटेटर है जो असली बात करने लग जाता है तो उनको बैन कर दिया जाता है फिर,
नहीं, वो
जैसा कि
होता है,
इरफान पठान के साथ
एग्जैक्टली,
हुआ।
एग्जैक्टली, सेम चीज इरफान पठान के साथ हुई, कुछ साल पहले हर्षा भोगले के साथ हुई थी,
यस।
क्योंकि वो अनबायस्ड ओपिनियन दे रहा था। सो दैट्स अ डार्क साइड ऑफ इंडियन ब्रॉडकास्टिंग मीडिया, है ना, आपको एक लिमिट रखनी पड़ेगी। सेम चीज इयन बिशप बोल सकता है, इयन स्मिथ कमेंटेटिंग इन न्यूजीलैंड क्रिकेट, ही कैन गेट अवे वाई स्पीकिंग अगेंस्ट, और स्पीकिंग की ये लूप होल है उनके बैट्समैन में, ही कैन गेट अवे, और सेम विथ क्रिकेट ऑस्ट्रेलिया, दे कैन गेट अवे विथ इट, बट नॉट इन इंडियन मीडिया। सो आपको एक बाउंड्री रखनी पड़ेगी, प्रोड्यूसर्स आर ऑलवेज इन योर ईयर्स कि ये रखो, वो नहीं रखो, तो एटलीस्ट इफ आई हैव टू बी एम्प्लॉयड आपको रखना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज अभी इनके पास बहुत बहुत स्ट्रीम्स हैं टू रेज देयर वॉइस। दिस ही स्टार्टेड यूट्यूब मीडियम और यूट्यूब चैनल, ही हैज रेज 100K इन 5 or 6 days, तो उसके पास वो मीडियम है, वो उसके थ्रू बोल सकता है। इवन आकाश चोपड़ा, he can talk n number of things, he criticize the cricketers, their lifestyle on that channel, but when you're on broadcaster, तो उनके हिसाब से चलना पड़ेगा, बट गलत है, बट यही है, दैट्स अ ट्रुथ।
Yeah. So also Irfan Pathan controversy that came up. Yeah, now you're saying something.
So I wanted to say I am not exactly aware about the Irfan Pathan controversy, but I wanted to give my opinion on the broadcasting wala thing. So what I remember and what I observed is कि when the IPL used to be streamed on Setmax or Sony Sports, it was all more about well, especially the extra innings show. It was all more about entertainment. Like there was something called a tokometer. There was something. There were cheerleaders coming in the studios, right?
What?
Yeah, yeah, hata, hata. The
Yeah,
cheerleaders were in the
yeah,
studios.
yeah.
Then the IPL shifted to Star Sports. For a couple of years, they had interesting commentary. They made it statistical,
Hmm.
even in Hindi. Then the shift I observed is like 2, 3 years ago, the IPL shifted to Geo.
Huh.
And in Geo, one of the biggest things I saw was they did not take old experts, they took the people who have recently retired from them. So Suresh Raina came in,
Hmm.
Ambati Raidu came in, Robin Uthappa came in. And these guys had nothing of value to add to the conversation except their past experience.
So they have. I beg to differ on it. I mean, they have good knowledge. They have played at that level. But the problem is the broadcasting media is moving in that direction. So they are pushing the commentators or the expert to talk their language, what the audience or they want to see, right? Because these people, when they go in other streams in YouTube media or podcast, they speak sense. They
Yeah,
speak, they'll speak sense and they'll take technical terms. But here, it's because of the broadcast and the data they have seen that the media or the audience want to hear these words. They'll push you or they push the experts to speak their language that the fans want to see.
Yeah, but I think maybe Arnav just wants cheerleaders in the commentary panel. That's that's
I did not say that. I would rather have the Star Sports days.
yeah. Anyway, so I was talking about Irfan Pran that he opened a YouTube channel because of this. All this happened, and within few days, like he got like 100k subs. So and
Yes.
now he's doing open talk on everything. So yeah, guys, what do you think on all this Irfan Pran? If you have any idea on this controversy.
I mean, so it will happen again if he agree with getting on terms with broadcaster. Same thing he'll be brought back. I think same thing happened with Harsha Bogle.
Hmm.
He took a hiatus of around, he was snubbed out of IPL because he was speaking against a particular person, and Amitabh Bachchan spoke about it that why Indian commentator is speaking ill about Indian team. So yeah, it happens, and he'll do good on the YouTube channel. He'll gain followers, he'll give a number of fan following there as well. But yeah, with the time he'll agree with the terms of broadcaster and he'll get back. That is for sure. That's what I feel with the coming time.
Yeah, Sagar.
I think we have this with every field. I'm not
Yes,
talking about cricket alone. You
yes,
look at music, right? Whenever
Look at
uh,
comedy.
look at comedy, exactly.
yes, yes,
There are certain guidelines, rules, regulation you have to stick to. Sadly, which uh, restrict the artist from going full creative or just speaking their mind.
Yeah.
yeah.
This happens everywhere, and you can't do. Sadly, you can't do anything about it other than comply with it. Maybe if you can find a free platform where you can voice out your opinions. Sadly, comedians can't even do that. But as commentators can, as Irfan Pathan has taken that route, uh, I don't think he will come back. But if he does, again, like Gaurav mentioned, we won't get to hear whatever he speaks on his YouTube. So it doesn't make any sense for him to come back and, agree or stick to those regulations. Uh, Honestly, there's no right or there's no wrong when Star Sports has that kind of money and they are paying you to do certain jobs.
Hmm.
Okay, I get it that you stick to those agreements. uh, yeah, I think at the end of the day you just have to pick your poison, as they say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the thing is now we have three YouTube
Guys,
channels from three different cricket players. Like we have Akash Chopra doing right broadcast, and as well as having a YouTube channel of his own. He speaks his own thoughts on the YouTube channel, and now having then Ashwin also has started his own YouTube channel. So, and he's a player and a so here you can see all the experts who had they have came to our panel. They have listed their favorite teams that can qualify or what they think and who is going to win as well. So I want Arnav and Sagar's input in this. Which are the teams you think?
Okay, so first I'll name my playoff qualification or teams qualifying for playoffs. Uh, I surely see Punjab up there.
Yeah.
Punjab Kings, Sunrisers. I am an RCB fan, so I'll be a little ambitious. I have faith in Rajat, so RCB. And the fourth one, this is a little difficult, but I think I'll go with hmm, Delhi Capitals.
Delhi. Okay. And who do you think would be the winner? Only one
Uh,
name.
yeah, among these, I've already named three teams that have never won. So
I think you have
I'll
a red block, so you can
No, don't
signify
red
which
block.
signifies
I'll
RCB.
change that.
I'm
no, no,
just
no.
giving you a hint.
No. RCB isn't getting that far. I think the curse will continue,
Yeah.
and out of these three,
What?
Speaking of that, Shoaib
Shoaib,
joined.
what a timing. Shoaib, what a timing. RCB, the curse will continue and Shoaib appears in the screen.
and Shoaib's shirt says Deloitte, which is one of the big four, and the timing is so good that we are picking one of the four qualifiers who we think is going to be, who I think
I
is going to
already
be.
picked, na?
Yeah. I did not. I
Sagar.
missed out.
Sagar,
So,
so what did you say? RCB?
uh, SRH.
SRH, okay. And what about you, Anna? Will be the winner.
so my heart says RCB,
Yeah.
but
Kidney says
the te- the team MI have, even though they lost the first game, I guess MI can go all the way.
So am I?
MI.
Oh my God! How you
we
are a
have four
GT
and
fan? What are you doing, bro?
I know.
No GT in top four.
Yeah, but I don't see the team to qualify this year. We might be fifth or sixth. It's basically just the core players are just Indian team's main players.
Yeah. But do you see any faults in MI lineup? Like apart from Bumrah, I don't know when he'll play. But apart from that, do you think MI has?
Yeah, I think the bowling, yeah, the bowling lacks right now the zip to take the wickets. Apart from Putur, I don't think any bowler troubled the batsman, and they were
right.
relying on Bolt to take wickets. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, he's not playing international matches. He's just relying on franchise cricket, and it's very difficult to keep the rhythm and form going just playing franchise cricket. So unless and until their bowling stick or get that zip on the course of the tournament, they might struggle to even defend the totals.
Yeah. But we also saw that
I
their
think
batting was also struggling. Yeah, sure.
death bowler. They thought like Bumrah will cover for it. That's why they took Bolt and Deepak Chahar. That new ball, these two guys can take care, and then Hardik may chip in with Bumrah. I think that was the strategy. The problem this time is that uh, see Deepak Chahar, we have to see how he is going to play in Wankhede
Hmm.
because he needs swing. He is not a kind of bowler who can take you wicket anywhere you want.
Hmm.
That is one of the reason. Second, Bolt again. I think see we have seen this kind of glimpse even in RR last year. Bolt missed some matches, and also he wasn't that effective with the new ball. That's why they actually let go him and took Archer, which was also one of the reason I think Bolt is not that effective, and I think that we have already seen in the first game. Let's see how it is going to turn out, but it looks like, yeah, I agree with Gaurav. They like bowling, but even in the bowling, I think Death is missing it completely. Like at least in the new ball, they have Bolt and Deepak Char, which may at least give them 4 to 5 match, if not 7 to 8, with good bowling. So yeah, here talking much. KKR and RR, like
Hmm.
they were quite powerful last year. This year, means at least for RR, I am feeling like they lost everything. Like they are not even half the team they used to be.
Yeah,
So anyone wants to talk about that?
yeah. I
I
mean,
think
RR.
RR,
three teams lack core, lack middle order, lack bowling lineup. GT, RR, and KKR. KKR here and there, but two teams I genuinely feel lack no going nowhere. RR and GT. GT is more reliant on two batsmen. They're pushing Butler in and three or fourth. It's a stupid move for me. Cannot push your best batter in the team even above Shubman Gill. You have to play him at the top, ask him to play maximum number of balls, even though he's out of form or whatever the reasons, but let him play at the top. And apart from top three or four, I don't think there's any middle order in GT. They lack that. They'll
Yeah,
struggle.
Yeah, so Sagar, like who among KKR, RR, and GT is going to finish at the bottom, or none of them? You still have hopes with RCB?
Uh, um, I don't. I just made my top four. Now to give you a bottom, I don't have
Just
any.
the bottom team.
Uh, no clue. But KKR, or I've seen Rahane's captaincy with RR, which did not last very long, which back in maybe 2013, 14, when he was sharing captaincy with Watson and other people for RR. There were a few matches they did well. There were a few matches they did not. Of course, it's been a decade's time, and Rahane has evolved as a player. But I think in the KKR camp, he's fairly new, and it will take some time for them to get their combinations right. Uh, Even though they have a lot of players, a lot of match winners, that is. I think it will take some time for them. So also, I haven't placed them in my top four. I think they are somewhere down there. I wouldn't say it's the same for RR because I think Samson will soon take over the captaincy, and I think that will make a difference. Also,
They lost it when they didn't bring Shahrukh before Rutherford, I would say. Shahrukh and then Tewatia might have done a better job because they are a designated finisher. Rutherford have had a pressure, like he also has to cement his place, and didn't know like the condition very well as compared to the other two. They played more in Ahmedabad than him. So I think that was the reason. And then Vaishak was really bowling well, and Arshdeep we all know. So I think GT still has a good chance to be even in the top four, because the only problem is that these main bowlers are not working for them. If even one of them starts working, they have a good arsenal with Sai Kishore, Rashid, and some other players who can chip in the bowling and batting. I think they have a solid top order. Who is getting out first from Rahane and Decock? Because if we go by that logic, they have more firepower at the top. Uh, if Narayan fails, Venkatesh can actually come and hit from the first ball, which I don't see in the case of Rahane. He's sort of a hit and miss player. If we see the last game, it was just a decock play. Other than that, it wasn't great. Going to the other side in RR, I feel like they just need one good game. One good game with the bowling. They didn't lose a lot of players which were winning the game for them. They just lost Josh Butler, and they just lost Trent Bolt. I would say. Remaining spinners are also quite quality. You can't say like they are very bad as compared to Ashwin and Chahal. So they can chip in. They are not, means they are Sri Lankans, so they don't have that kind of track record so far, but they are quality, and that I feel like that's why they have a very good batting lineup also. It's not like they have a very good overseas, but their Indian core is actually playing for India, like 3 to 4 players, and even Nitish Rana is quite good, and Shubham Dubey has proved it. So I think that's why RR can come back. KKR is something I feel like I also had them in the top four, but I was assuming they won't let Rahane come to bed, but I think this is not working. So yeah, I think that's it. Keyur, anything you want to
Yeah,
add in the last?
like RR, maybe they can bring back Akash Madwal, who has done great for MI. So he has a great bowling record, and maybe they can have someone else as well. Maybe the Shubham Dubey can be a bit above his place, and Hetmeyer also can come a bit up. So that's what they are doing. They're playing Hetmeyer at like 8 or 9. So what's going on over there? So yeah, that's the only thing. Plus, I don't think Riyan Parag should be going one down. At two down, he was doing great. So maybe Nitish Rana can come one down, and then
Yeah,
it would be more balanced.
right.
So thank you guys. This was the latest from Cricketic. On the Expert podcast, you will see us every Friday. And if you love us a lot, we can have it also on Sunday. Uh, Although Keyur has to decide on that. And for any other update, do follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. We are having our daily polls on our Instagram page and many more fun loving content on the Instagram. And for all the expert insights, do watch us on our YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.